Yeah, that's nice.
What's up, guys? It's Rev J again. I'm doing a short update here from inside the garage. I'm doing it on the handheld, my OnePlus One phone I picked up here. It's actually really pretty decent. You can see, there we go. There's the truck in the back of me here. Show it off. Now, as you guys know, I did part 1 on some of the updates here. Jeez, my hand isn't steady. I did part 1 on some of the updates here, and we've wanted to do a lot more for you guys, but unfortunately parts have been taking forever. I'm waiting on some brackets to be made for the hood. The company that did sell them doesn't sell them anymore, at least not in the same style. So we actually had to design and laser cut some. I'm waiting on those to come up. In the meantime, we did a couple small upgrades. I wanted to show you guys some projects we didn't bother doing full videos of, but I think were worth being highlighted, and just to kind of give you guys an update of where we are on the HatredCopter C10 for now. So I'll show you guys that here real quick. So we're going to walk up to the front here real quick, and yeah, so up here at the front we started doing some wiring changes here. As you can see, we weren't really taking advantage of this before. We were just kind of running a couple bare wires up to the front for the headlight bulbs. We ended up repinning this entire thing, running all new wires out of there. As you can see here, there's actually a distribution block on the wall. This hasn't been run or anything like that. That is taking power from our power lug as well to feed our ignition trigger and all the constant 12-volt sources and stuff like that. That now goes to this. If I move these here, inner fenders are out, as you guys can see. This is just temporarily in place. We've got the loom here running all the way. You can see it's unshielded in one little area there. We twisted our own pairs. We've got the wire running all the way here, around the front. The stock horn was dead, so we threw a replacement in and got rid of that ugly combination relay here. Is that thing still over here? Got rid of this ugly combination horn relay here and just ran this relay. We already have 2 relays in the inside for the high and low beams. If you can see here, there's the new twisted pair wiring all the way from one side to the other. We did end up putting in all new headlight sockets and redoing the wiring from there. Couple loose wires still. I've got a power feed over here. Have to hook up the ground from the line lock, which is now kind of hanging midair here since there's no inner fender anymore. You can see this little guy behind us, and you're probably wondering what that is. We actually sectioned the entire floor 3.5 to 5 inches from lower to upper to allow for some more legroom, and I will show you guys the inside to kind of explain what I mean here. So it definitely wasn't a project we wanted to have to do, but I've had 2 back surgeries. If you guys don't know, I have bone cancer, so I've actually had 2 to 3 of my spinal discs removed. So I needed more legroom, and these 60s cabs and these single cab trucks just don't have a lot to offer. They weren't doing a lot of extended cab trucks or anything back then. But I love this truck, and we decided that if we could lay the floor down a few inches and move the pedals over, we could get a lot more ergonomic driving position. And if I open the door here, you can see what I mean. So there isn't a ton of light here, and it's going to look a little grainy. But as you guys can see here, there is a section of the floor that has actually been laid down nearly 5.5 inches at the top. The gas pedal here, and it's going to get a little tough to see, the gas pedal here has had a completely custom-made stalk that was moved over. The new pedal face was cut out. This is the stock brake lever, which has been modified, reinforced, and moved to the clutch pedal location. And as you guys can see here, like I said, there's almost 5.5 inches of more floor. That now allows for a much more comfortable seating position. All right, excuse me being barefoot right now. I don't know if you guys can see with the shadows. It's tough. There is a additional huge amount of room in here. The pedals now can go to the floor in that. The starting position of the pedals is just about where the old floor was. The old foot pedal position was almost up here and to the side, which, I don't know if you can see my leg angle, is ungodly uncomfortable. So in here, we moved it all over. We didn't do a full video on this for a couple of reasons. So the reason we didn't do a full video on that was we kind of had to figure it out as we go. There's no real manual or existing instructions for laying down a floor and firewall in an already built truck. It was kind of a massive undertaking for... It doesn't look like much. You guys can barely really see it's there, other than there's a dark spot where the floor is laid down, and under hood there is a slight indentation. But again, I'm not necessarily encouraging people to do something to go that far if you don't have the skills to do it, but in our case, it means that I can hold on to this truck and continue to bring some of the fun updates and the performance builds and the stuff that I like about it, and I know some of you guys like about it. So it had to happen. If you guys have any questions as to how we did that or why we did that, let me know. I can go into more detail, but I'm not going to spend this whole video talking about it. I just wanted to kind of show you guys what has happened in the last couple of weeks here since the last update. From outside the car, and I'll even show you, you really can't see any of this. So here you go from outside the car. You really can't see the footwell too much. That side there, you can only see the carpet peeled down, but you really can't see any of the wiring except for the little hint of it up in between the steering wheel there. So really, and even from a foot back, you can hardly tell what's up. So that's what's going on for now. Piles of parts still here in the bed. I got stuff piled on top of it, and more parts of the truck. It looks like a mess, but I promise it is organized chaos. So a couple things we still got to do. As you can see there, I've got some weather stripping that's got to go fit on the corners here for this bolts back up. We got to set the front end back into place. Radiator and everything's got to go back in. And then that will pretty much be this scope of the project so far. We actually just ordered some new headers last night. I got the engine mounts I showed in some of the pictures of my build sitting over here. New exhaust to do when the headers come in. The heads, which I barely even showed you guys other than in some pictures. So there's still a ton more to do, guys. This first phase is going to be wrapping up here. We have a ton more to bring you guys. Just a quick update for now, let you know what we've been into. As soon as the new brackets come in, I'll talk a little bit how I designed those and how those are going to work for the hood. We'll put it all together here, do a little driving. We're going to be at the Carcraft Nationals here. I think it's like the 14th to the 17th at the State Fair Park here in Milwaukee. So if you want to come out and see us, see the HatredCopter hopefully back on the road here with all the new stuff on it, say what's up, be in one of the videos, just shout out whatever. So we'll be here for then. You can look for us. Until then, guys, I've always got more sneaker reviews, shoe reviews, some gaming stuff, automation footage if you guys want it. Lots more from the HatredCopter C10. I'm actually getting it tattooed on me this week, so I'm probably going to try to bring you guys some video from the tattoo session of getting a Ed Roth style piece done of my C10. I'm pretty excited for it, and hopefully you guys will be looking forward to some of the new videos. So until then, there's always more, guys. My information will be up top here somewhere. I'm not used to doing these on the phone, but my information will be up top here somewhere. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time, guys.